Aron Beauregard's The Slob was not a pleasant experience. And, well, that video got its fair share of likes, and fair share. By fair share, I mean, I consider that number to be fair. So, yeah. As promised, yes, I'm starting to fulfill my promises slowly but surely. Yes, I read its sequel, The Son of the Slob. I'm pretty sure you all know where that is going. Welcome to Check That Book, a special place on YouTube where we get acquainted with arguably the most disturbing books ever written. Some nasty pieces of literature here and there, some truly good and deep stories. Sometimes we take a look at fairy tales or famous film adaptations of some disturbing pieces of literature. But today, this is one of those. If you know anything about the book, The Slob, then you probably can imagine what atrocities did Aron Beauregard come up with in the sequel. Well, is it as disturbing as it is advertised to be? Is it worth the read? Well, let me tell you. In The Son of the Slob, we follow Vera, our protagonist from the previous book, The Slob, who is, in short, I'm not going to go deeper into it or spoil as. I'll try to introduce you to the book as best as I can without being too disgusting or too revealing plot-wise. So Vera, our protagonist from the previous book, is a survivor of how to put it now, because it's not just captivity, it's not just rape, it's not just even torture. There's so many things wrong with this one on so many levels. But I mean, look, check out the first video I made on the slob. You will have the general idea. But Vera is a survivor, and obviously, if you know anything about trauma, you can imagine she's dealing with the aftermath of that ordeal. And we follow Vera on her journey to recovery. That was supposed to be the journey to recovery, but it only gets worse. Psychologically, she's so broken that she doesn't even care about certain things anymore. It's not the same Vera that we got acquainted with in the first book. Oh, definitely no. I believe, from my point of view here, I think that Vera, that experience broke her instead of making her stronger. Sometimes experiences such as this, or similar to this, can make you stronger. It doesn't mean that you're not mentally apart. It doesn't mean that you don't need help. No, I don't want to say that. But it's just sometimes people get out of it and they are even more tough. But sometimes they get out of it so shattered that nothing can put you back together. And Vera is this interesting case when, yeah, she is completely out of tune with life, with her previous self, with her husband. Because what happened to her, this is one of the most gruesome stories of abduction and abuse that I've ever read. Seriously. Vera has a wee bit of motivation there, though, in the form of her son. Yes, spoiler time. I cannot go into it without spoiling the main focus. Obviously, it's titled The Son of the Slob, and if you remember who the Slob was, you can, even if you don't know the story of the Slob, you can put two and two together. And yes, Vera has birthed a child of rape. Basically, yeah, there's something I didn't comprehend. I tried understanding her from purely a psychological standpoint, as someone who studies psychology myself. I tried to look at it from that angle, and yes, things like this can happen because women post-traumatic experiences with women can lead to them wanting to maybe, preserve life, even if it's begotten in the worst, one of the worst ways imaginable. I can kind of comprehend that, but it's so foreign to me. I guess I cannot look at it from a separate standpoint. Unlike our practitioner in the book, we have a doctor. The doctor, he tries to explain this. I'm not going to tell to whom and what happens to Vera throughout the book and by the end of it, but there is an explanation given by the psychiatrist, but I don't buy it really. Yes, it's possible, but no, I just don't feel it. I'm not saying it's not believable and not possible, of course it is, but it's just so rare. So we have this disgusting piece of shit called Harold, who is the son of the slob, or, Vera's son too. We follow Vera, right? But we also take a good look at this piece of shit. Seriously, wow. If you want to make a child character disgusting, yeah, you should read The Son of the Slob if you're an author and if you need some grotesque depictions. It's more so disgusting than it is disturbing, this book, I mean. Again, we get back to the everlasting debate of disgusting versus disturbing and what it means. I'm in the camp where I say vomit, piss and shit and all of that stuff, pus and bodily fluids, that's just disgusting. I mean, if you're crapping all over the place or if you're soiling your undergarments, I'm not gonna be there and say, dude, that's disturbing. I'm gonna be, get your shit together, man, that's disgusting. Yes, it was an interesting read, actually, if you followed the plotline of the slob closely and if it sparked your interest. Yeah, uh, this one is a good sequel in this regard, story-wise, not description-wise. Sometimes it was just a bit too much. It's just disgusting. I mean, and I have a good imagination, so. But from a narrative point, yes, it's interesting. However, to me, there was a moment where that fell flat. I mean, not I was disappointed a wee bit because by the end of this slob, the original book, we had this subplot with the secret society kind of thing. That was very interesting to me, and I mentioned this in my first video. I was looking forward to it being, described and dug into more. I wanted more of that subplot. I didn't get it in this book. I am not sure if Aron Beauregard wrote another book on this subject matter, on the slob, or if there's any other sequels. Let me know in the comment section, I suppose. Yeah, the story is actually in its core very interesting and sad, and all you want to do is support Vera and be there for her or her husband. But yeah, I'm trying not to spoil here, but by the end of the book, you're not going to be able to support anyone. Boom. But it kind of comes as a package deal with these sorts of books. Otherwise, they're not really believable. And what could potentially make it disturbing is the probability of it. The probability of it being a real kiss. Why not? I mean, the world is full of sick fucks, right? And you never know. The Son of the Slob is teetering on this verge of being realistic, kind of, and absurd. Because we don't see kids like that. Victims of such trauma don't normally behave like that, albeit there can be moments where it's absolutely liable. So in overall, I would say that The Son of the Slob is a pretty solid sequel to a pretty fucked up book. And yeah, if you were curious about what happened to Vera, if you enjoyed that kind of a cliffhanger, but cliffhanger is a wrong word here, because there was this sharp, and it was sharp, painful, and intriguing at the same time, intriguing ending when it comes to the slob, the first book. And if that ending sparked your interest as to, holy shit, what's she gonna do now? Then yes, read The Son of the Slob. You will not be disappointed, because the story unfolds quite curiously, in my not so humble opinion. And that was The Son of the Slob, without much spoilers, I hope. Yes, if you want to be grossed out, if you want to just dip your toes into this world of the disturbing slash disgusting literature, then yeah, I guess you could give it a shot. But in order to fully comprehend what the fuck is happening, you definitely have to read The Slob first. I mean, that's what I would recommend you do. For now, though, let me know in the comments section what other disturbing slash disgusting books do you know, and also I'm pretty curious as to why do we even read this stuff? What do you think about it? I have my own opinion, and I'm actually preparing kind of an essay on this subject, because we're normal people, right? We don't enjoy this shit, but we still read it and watch it sometimes. Why? Why is a big question. So yeah, I'm giving you a bit of a spoiler as to about what's going to be going on this channel further. Also, consider please giving this video a boost in a form of an erect thumb, and make sure to subscribe for more. I hope that you are entertained on this channel, and also maybe you learn something new, and actually just, have fun chatting about weird things, because I mean, it's safe here. We can speak about disturbing stuff, disturbing books, disturbing movies even. So yes, I'm looking forward to your recommendations, and I shall see you all soon. Goodbye.